Hey, what's up, sports bettors? It's Matt Modi with OddsJam, and I found a bet for the NBA Finals that I thought was a really good one. So I'm going to go ahead and take it and then talk through my process about why I like it in terms of the math behind it, and then, of course, for basketball reasons. Before I get started, would appreciate if you could like the video, comment, let me know you're tailing, let me know you're fading. Either way, I appreciate the feedback. And then, of course, subscribe to the IGM YouTube channel. Then, if you want to find me, again, my name is Matt Modi, content producer and betting analyst for OddsJam. You can find me on Twitter at my handle on the screen here, Modi_Matt, or on TikTok at OddsJam_Matt. So, the play I found, of course, I found using the OddsJam positive expected value page, of course, where I find all my profitable bets. Basketball betting has been incredibly profitable for me. Baseball, still working on a strategy that works, but basketball has been great over the course of the season. This is majority NBA with some WNBA in there recently. Not as much college. Really profitable as we can see, over 12 grand. So I have had a lot of success with basketball. And the play that I found here that I really like is betting on the Celtics first half spread -4.5. So just to talk about the math, of course, it is a positive expected value play. Now, of course, the EV is only just above 1%, so it's not as high as some of the other ones that you've seen, but I think this is one that could end up becoming more positive as the week goes on, or I should say, as the day goes on closer to game time tomorrow. With the bet being at on BetMGM at +135, the OddsJam line has this priced at +124. Now, of course, these OddsJam lines are all pulled from the most accurate bookmaker in the world, the most efficient betting market in the world. So these are essentially viewed as the quote unquote true line. So anywhere in which we're getting more favorable odds on another book is going to have positive expected value associated with it. Of course, one thing that is important to do is remove the VIG to find out what the market, the sportsbook truly prices this market at. The VIG is essentially a juice that sportsbooks price up odds themselves. It's how they make all their money. So in order to find out what the sharpest sportsbook in the world truly thinks of a market, you need to remove the VIG, which is done here on the OddsJam positive EV page, which is at +132, +133, kind of in the middle. So getting it at +135 on BetMGM is not a massive difference. Of course, like I said, the EV percent is roughly just above 1%, but it is still positive expected value, which is all that matters. Now, looking into the odds themselves is another reason why I really like this one. So again, the OddsJam line, which we see here, prices this at +124. And the bet we are taking it at on MGM is +135. But as we can see, the other two books that have pricing for these lines, +126 and +115. So majority, all of them are closer to the OddsJam line, which proves to me that this +135 on MGM is a true pricing discrepancy. Now, we are buying a couple points, selling a couple points here with the main line having this at this first half spread at Celtics either 2.5 or 3. So we are selling a couple points, but I do think that it is a good bet. So I looked at halftime for games 1 through 5, putting more emphasis on 3 and 4, obviously with the Celtics being at home. In game 3, the Celtics were up by 12 at halftime. 56 is what the Warriors had. 68 is what the Celtics had. Now, what did happen in this first half was a random, unlikely outlier offensive performance from the Celtics, scoring 68 points at halftime was, the most in this series by far. I think the closest they have other than that. So 56 in game 1, 50 in game 2. This was game 3 where they scored 68. 54 in game 4, and then, of course, only 39 in game 5. But in the two home games, 68 and 54 points. So in the two home games, they covered this 4.5 spread. So while I do think that the Warriors obviously have a good chance of winning this game, the Warriors have done most of their damage aside from game 5 in that third quarter, not playing as well in the first half. So I think betting on the Celtics to come out hot in their home stadium, I think, is a really good bet. So I love getting this at +135. I think those plus odds are very juicy. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a full hundo unit on this one. Hundo play 4 unit on this one. Celtics spread -4.5, +135 odds on BetMGM. So go ahead and lock this bet in, and we are good to go. Bet has been placed. So this is going to be one of my favorite bets for this game. So let me just add this to my bet tracker. I put $100, click save, and we're good to go. So that's going to be the bet for this video. If you're tailing, I would love to hear it. Hit me up at my Twitter handle. Again, it's on the screen here. Comment on the video. Let me know you're tailing that way. Other than that, would appreciate if you could like, and then of course, subscribe to the IGM YouTube channel. But that's all I got for you. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.